Now my boy Larry was a demon on the court, and today we're going to be looking at 5 times where Larry Bird sought revenge. Now I'm not going to lie, bruh, we know Larry was a crazy trash talker, but let's just see how he got revenge on his opponent.
Bird fights Kareem, slings the elbow, and now is yelling at Larry Bird.
You could never
They're getting at it.
Jaw to jaw.
Once you do, people look at you different. You had to stand up for everything you believed in, and even if it's the one playing basketball. I mean, if somebody took the gloves off and wanted to go, you had to go. If you didn't, there's no use playing.
Hey, that's that physical shit from back then. No bullshit.
When you take a look at Larry Bird, at first glance, he might not seem like the most intimidating guy. He doesn't really look like a scary dude at all. Many believed they could get away with pushing his buttons. But one thing you should know about the hick from French Lick, he always gets the last laugh. Game 5 of the first round in the 1991 NBA playoffs, Boston Celtics versus the Indiana Pacers. Larry Bird was approaching the end of his career. He had some serious back problems he was dealing with, and wasn't quite sure how much longer he can go. In fact,
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, that bad back, I know how it is, bruh, cause I had a bad back. I had a bad back then too. I mean, I got surgery on it, so I mean, it's not as bad no more. But I can imagine, bro, especially fighting with that bad back and playing ball with that shit. Yeah, bro, that shit is not a fun time. Trust me, bro. Trust me on that one.
before this deciding Game 5, his teammates said that he was even struggling to put on his uniform. That's how much pain he was in. But with the series tied up 2 games apiece, he knew he had to use every last drop of fuel that was still in the tank. And on the other side was Chuck Person, nicknamed the Rifleman. Throughout the years, these two were sort of rivals and always talked trash to one another. For example, before a Christmas Day game, Person said to the media that he was going bird hunting, and when that comment made its way back to Bird made sure he would deliver a present to Chuck. Bird
Shit, he going bird hunting? Hey, bruh, when you say shit like that, bruh, I know y'all old heads be taking what bro nickname Larry Potter. Y'all be acting like I be disrespecting the cud. No, when I'm saying Larry Potter, I mean that this guy is legitly a wizard, bruh. So when you go bird hunting on this guy, trust me, this dude will cast a spell on you, and the next day, bruh, you're cooked. You're cooked, bro. You're gonna get cooked by the spell of Larry Potter, bro. You hear me, bro? You hear me?
Shot a 3-pointer right in front of Person, who was sitting on the bench, then turned around to look at him and said, "Merry f***ing Christmas." Before the shot had even gone in yet. He would pull those kind of stunts before Steph even did it. So these two had some history, which made this elimination game all the more epic. The game was just like the previous 4 games in the series, very competitive and highly entertaining, both battling to keep their season alive. But with 4 minutes left to go in the first half, an unfortunate event would take place. Larry Bird dives for a loose ball, but ends up landing on his face, and immediately had to head back to the locker room. And it turns out...
I remember this, bro. I remember from that one vid I was watching, bro. Yeah, he landed bag in this one. Didn't he come back? Then he come back and what's it called? Seek revenge on his ass. I think I remember this.
That he broke his cheekbone, so the Celtics had no other choice but to play on without him. Boston was trying their best to hang in the game, but were obviously struggling to do so without Larry, while Chuck Person was definitely having fun. He was acting cocky the whole time, thinking that his Pacers were on the verge of advancing to the next round. But little did he know, Bird was actually keeping tabs on the game in the back, and couldn't stand the arrogance that the Pacers were displaying. So with 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter,
he decided
to return back to the game to shut him up. The image of him coming out of the tunnel was like something you would see in a movie, as the crowd gave him a much-deserved standing ovation. The doctor said that he probably had a concussion, but he did not let that stop him. His heroic efforts ignited a spark in the Celtics, as Boston took a commanding lead and never looked back.
Hell nah. See what I be talking about, bro? This guy be taking shield protection, bro. He had some shield left in him, bro. Or he must have casted a magical healing potion. You see what I'm saying, bro? That's that arrogance. That's that Larry Bird don't like that. He don't play with ego. He don't play with that shit because he got one himself. He want to take over, bro. He don't want this dude to go more bird hunting. You think this dude wanted to bird hunt? He want to let this dude get, you know what I'm saying, take him over? Nah. Larry just like that, man. You can't mess with the bro.
Game with 32 points and willed his team to victory.
Yeah, it is a little special because I've known Chuck for a while and we've always had run-ins, but it always seems like I get the last word.
Here's another instance where the old man had to show the youngster who's boss. First, we have to talk about a matchup that Bird and Petrovic had in March of 1992. This game, Drazen was lighting it up. He shot 65% from the floor and was perfect from deep, leaving Bird and the Celtics extremely frustrated. Just when you thought he was finished, he put the dagger in Boston's heart unapologetically.
He is open for the jumper. We're tied. 39 for Drazen Petrovic.
39. Damn, he was killing them old Celtic boys like that. 39. Nigga, how many threes he hit? Boy, yeah, he was out here killing it. I could see why Bird was mad. Shoot, and if they lost, I know he would have been, he would have been mad. He going out there, he getting revenge. I'm already knowing his ass.
An impressive 39 points to get his team the win. Petro was quickly rising to fame, and before these two teams faced off again, the next time around, the pre-show made sure to remind everyone about that stellar performance.
The question is who's going to guard Drazen Petrovic. Last time out against the Celtics, a career high 39 points. He certainly is a big factor.
Last 8 games, 27.7 points per game. Shoot, I ain't never heard about that guy. I ain't gonna lie. Was that guy raw? Was that guy raw, or was he like a solid role player? Old heads, y'all let me know.
And the way he was shooting in the Celtic game up there in Hartford, no one could guard him.
An amazing night for Drazen Petrovic.
About 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, he hit a three-pointer, and as he was backtracking, he got into Larry Bird's face and was talking some good trash. Now, Bird's not someone that you normally want to taunt, but
Drazen really lit it up.
Oh, he fucked up.
In Hartford with 39 points.
All this
He
hype
fucked up.
that was going around about Drazen, you know Bird was listening. You could tell he was salivating at the mouth for some payback.
4 of 8 to 2.
He should have never said shit.
40 seconds. Here's Larry Bird.
come on, Larry Bird. Forget about that one.
This time, Bird was the one on fire, dropping 25 points, 9 assists, and 9 rebounds, while Drazen could barely even get a shot off. He produced a stat line that was not even close to the one he had during their earlier meeting, just a dull 12 points. He should have known that Bird never forgets anything.
Nah, he
It's
don't.
no secret that Larry Bird and Bill Laimbeer absolutely despised one another. Within this heated
Yeah, I could say, bro, I know a whole bunch. Nah, there had to have been dudes that just did not like Laimbeer at all. Bruh, this dude is a dirty, he was like the Draymond Green of basically back then, literally, bruh. Bro was a dirty ass player, bruh. I could see why bros hated him. I would have hated this guy too, shoot. Imagine he was out there kicking nuts like Draymond and shit too. I would have been pissed, man.
rivalry. We saw them go at each other's neck on multiple occasions. But in one game in particular, Larry Bird literally got instant revenge.
What? Of course I get an ad. Really? I have an ad blocker on.
It was game 2 of the 1985 Eastern Conference semifinals between the Pistons and Celtics. Bill Laimbeer was deliberately elbowing Bird as soon as the game started. He wanted to take Bird out early, and he even ended up cutting his chin wide open. The way Laimbeer was playing out there was probably not the smartest idea if Larry is the guy you're doing it to. He's not the type to just let you get away with that. And from that point on, Bird did not play around anymore.
He played dirty too.
Larry wheels on Tripucka, scored. Down, Bird outside.
Encouraging you. A little different.
Yup, block his bitch. Block his bitch ass. Fuck you talking about? Yup, give me that. Give me that. That's big boy ball. That's big boy ball, man. Man, nah. If Bill Laimbeer elbowing me and shit, now I'm doing that shit back. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm throwing that arm out, bro. I don't care. You entitled to do that, bro. If somebody stiff arming you, bro, nah, I'm stiff arming back. I ain't gonna lie. But he ain't taking me out the game, though.
Is he tough or what? 34 in the game for Larry Bird.
Now, don't get it twisted. Larry definitely welcomed physical play with open arms. But when you go out of your way to literally draw blood, all you end up accomplishing is releasing an angry Bird from his cage. He put up 31 points in the second half alone and wound up with a total of 42 points, making Bill instantly regret his actions. Back when
42 points, bro. 42 points, bro. Yeah, that's why you don't trash talk no great player.
Larry Bird was a freshman in college at Indiana University, it was said that the veterans on that team would kind of bully him, even though I know that is hard to believe. And
really?
That one player in specific, Kent Benson, who was their starting center, constantly went out of his way to chastise him, always giving Bird a hard time since Larry was the new guy on the team. And rumors say that was part of the reason he didn't stay there very long and ultimately ended up transferring to Indiana State shortly after.
Shoot, who can blame him though? Like, if somebody getting at me at all times, bro, all the time, bro, making fun of me, trying to bully me, why would I want to be around that environment, bro? Especially because if they doing that to me, you're not going to even want to be there. So it's like, they're not going to want you there, so why even stay? I don't blame him. I would have transferred too. What the hell? I ain't got, bro. I would have transferred. I would have played this team, and I would have beat his ass back. That's what I'm doing. That's the first thing I'm thinking of, bro. No bullshit. I'm gonna drop 50 on his head top. He gonna remember the day I dropped 50 on him, bro. I'm gonna make sure I break his ankles that game too.
Now, fast forward to 1985, Bird was now on the Celtics while Benson played for the Pistons. And this is where Bird would finally get his revenge. Well, kinda. You see, while Bird did do his thing out there, it was Kevin McHale who was destroying Detroit, especially Kent Benson. And get this, Larry actually noticed that McHale had the hot hand and that Benson was struggling to guard him. So Bird encouraged McHale to keep making things miserable for Benson by simply feeding him the ball over and over again and grab some popcorn watching him go to work. Benson eventually even needed Laimbeer to help him stop McHale, but that also failed. And when it was all said and done, McHale ultimately broke the franchise record with 56 points, mostly at the expense of Kent Benson, which was really making him frustrated.
He dropped 56 on Bro Dome. Man, shoot, Larry Bird was probably hitting that dude with the 1-2 punch. I bet you Larry had a little probably 30 piece, if not 20 ball. But that's the 1-2 punch right there, bro. You don't mess with. I ain't gonna lie, I don't care, bro. I don't even gotta take over. If my boy Kevin McHale putting in work, I'm sliding that boy the ball. Bitch, this nigga. Teach him what he need to learn, bro. He need an ass whooping, a good ass whooping too, bro. 56. Man, that's a brass knuckle punch, boy.
Blaine Reichelt, I think, has something on Kent Benson.
Bro, balding. He's stressing.
And he's gone. Benson has just been tossed from the game.
He's stressing.
Now, Bird definitely appreciated the fact that McHale embarrassed Benson for him, but he wasn't quite done with McHale yet. You see, by McHale going for 56 points, he actually broke Larry Bird's previous Celtics record, 53 points. And don't you think for 1 second that Larry didn't realize that. Larry even said after McHale's impressive performance that he should have gone for 60.
Larry, after the game, kiddingly told Kevin, you should have gone for 60. He said, nah, you should have kept going because that may not last.
Well, the fact that he didn't go for 60 and that Bird secretly wanted to get the record back, he got the idea, why not go for 60 himself? So guess what? Only about a week later, Bird would put on a show that would go down in history forever. A performance that even made the opposite team go crazy.
It was that game he dropped oh, hell nah. This is the game he dropped 60 on and that's like two revenge stories in one. What in the hell, bro? Bro had the whole bench. Yeah, I remember seeing this already, but it's still crazy. That's still crazy. I didn't think it would be this game he dropped 60. Really? I gotta look at this game, bro. This game was like that. I know this on live television had to have been funny as hell watching this. I gotta watch this game, like I gotta watch the full game of this one, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
He went for 60 points against the Atlanta Hawks, reclaiming the franchise record in points in a single game. So I guess you could say that he got revenge on his very own teammate.
That's
During
crazy.
a 1987 contest between the Boston Celtics and the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan, who was still a baby at the time, attempted to guard Larry Bird, but he wasn't all that successful at it. Bird just took Jordan to the post at ease. So then head coach of the Bulls, Doug Collins, decided to put a slightly bigger player on Larry, forward Ben Poquet, and that only made things worse for Chicago because Bird took that as a personal insult. As soon as Collins put Poquet in the game to guard Larry, Larry said this out loud to Doug Collins.
Why you got that white boy on me?
Are you kidding me? And here's why Bird reacted in such a way. Quote, as far as playing, I didn't care who guarded me. I just didn't want a white guy guarding me.
I knew it, bro. I already knew it, bro. I already knew it, bro. This guy... Bro wanted the black guy on them, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I think this dude was secretly black, bro. I don't think he was white, bro. I think Larry was secretly black, bro. He always wanted to. He had to have been always like, maybe when he was younger, right? Maybe he was playing around like black people. That must have been what it is, bro. I feel like that's where he got his ego and arrogance from. Maybe it was like that when he was growing up. When he played ball, he probably was going around like black people or something. You know what I'm saying? That's probably where he got that toughness from. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm not saying white people aren't tough, but I'm just saying maybe that's just the case for bro. I'm just saying. Because
it's disrespect to my game. And well, since Larry couldn't really tell Poquet to go sit back down, he thought he might as well humiliate him while he's at it.
Standing dribble at the stripe. Bird has it right of the circle. Fakes on Poquet. Gets to the lane. Fadeaway shot. Good. Pulls the 4-2 lead. Celtics on the attack. Bird has it right corner. He fires. Rimming.
Oh, fuck.
Top of the glass. Side left against
Typical
Jordan.
wide bounce.
Bird pops and shoots from the right side and nails another one. Change between the circles. Swings it left to Bird. Shoots foul line. Good.
Larry Legend would ultimately drop 41 points, forcing Collins to think twice before quote-unquote disrespecting his game ever again. So there you go. All this man wanted to do was get the W for his team and go home to cut his grass in peace. But
nah, I mean, shit, I believe it, bro. I mean, some of those revenge stories I kind of already knew about because of the trash talking video I watched before, but I'm not gonna lie, getting revenge on your own teammate is insane, bro. That's just his competitive spirit, Larry Bird. I ain't gonna lie, that amazes me. Revenge on your own teammate? Man, bruh, nah, this guy was a killer. Now, if you guys want to watch another video about Larry Bird, click on this video right here.